Society of St. Vincent de Paul, York South Particular Council, Social Justice and Advocacy Committee. This video outlines resources for the Catholic social justice teaching on respect for the human person. Beginning with this month's papal intention, let us pray that children suffering from incurable diseases and their families receive the necessary medical care and support, never losing strength and hope. Retaining one's strength and hope requires a special type of wisdom. As observed this month in the York Catholic District School Board's Attribute of the Month, it can be put into action with the aphorism, "I will use my gift of wisdom in everything I do. I will do things without having to be asked." On the 7th, we celebrate the feast of Blessed Rosalie Rendu. She was an exemplar of strength, doing what was needed to be done, and mentoring the Society's founder, Blessed Frederick Osnam, on how to treat the poor with respect as a human person. The wisdom of her approach led us to home visits modeled in pairs. This allows us often to do what is necessary and supportive in a dignified fashion. On the 11th of February, we celebrate the feast of Our Lady of Lourdes, a beacon of hope and a fountain of consolation for the sick and those that care for them. This month, may we align our efforts to respect the human person, and in particular, for children that suffer from incurable physical, mental, and social diseases. In the Catechism, at paragraph 1930, respect for the human person entails respect for rights that flow from one's dignity as a creature of God made in His image. In addition, at paragraph 1931, there's a quote from the Gaudium et Spec from the Second Vatican Council emphasizing humanity's innate longing for God in that everyone should look on neighbors as another self, living with dignity. Thus, we see a direct implication in the Society's Ontario mission statement to live the gospel message by serving Christ in the poor with love, respect, justice, and joy. As possible actions, let us consider this month's International Day of Social Justice. Last year's theme was strengthening a just transition for a sustainable future. We can expect a similar theme this year, closer to Friday the 20th. This year we'll speak to respecting the human person at work, at home, and abroad, and may include results of the Second World Summit on Social Developments from last November. The Canadian Partnership of Women and Children's Health will hold such an event. In part, they base their participation on the International Labour Organization's Declaration on Social Justice and Fair Globalization. With this also being Black History Month, a similar event may occur in our communities in solidarity with those adversely affected by discrimination. As with last year, tariffs remain a threat to the Canadian economy, which will increase inflation and decrease employment. Synergies can reveal new solutions to old problems, but we must defend the core identity of a just society that cares for the sick, regardless of the prognosis of a disease. A society that supports families to balance work-life pressures. Know that there are resources that can be drawn on in these challenging times. Become a better beacon of hope so that together we are all stronger. Do not fear demagoguery. Change for the better is inevitable. Disruption only makes the important things come more into focus. Reach out to your community contacts with hope by the 20th to ensure necessary supports for all are kept strong. Continuing on the theme of wisdom as outlined by St. Paul in Ephesians 1:15-23, how can we better demonstrate respect for our neighbors in need? Where can our neighbors in need access treatment for incurable diseases? And who can help us defend and extends supports for our neighbors in need. In closing, let us pray the Serenity Prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you.